Good evening, hockey fans, and welcome to the opening weekend here on Fans Only Sports Network and from Lynch Ice Arena. It is the Moses Brown Quakers and the East Greenwich Avengers, the last of the face-offs to go this evening. One more also underway that is, I believe, there's West Warwick, Exeter, West Greenwich. That's on underway as well, and LaSalle Cumberland underway as well. Two games slated for, or sorry, 3 games slated for tomorrow. Smithfield versus Malden Catholic, North Smithfield PSW, and West Warwick, Exeter, West Greenwich versus Mount Hope. So lots of games to be played over the course of this opening weekend, but the matchup we have for you here is the Moses Brown Quakers against the East Greenwich Avengers. Metros in the broadcast booth with you tonight here on Fans Only Sports Network. We're going to take a quick look at the matchup between these two sides. And for Moses Brown, 28 points scored last season, 46 against, a 1-4-1 record at home, 5-1 on the road. For East Greenwich, 22 goals on the season, 48 against, 1-3-1 at home, 1-3-2 on the road. That's today's matchup. Presented by RREliteRecruits.com. For more information, visit www.rreliterecruits.com to sign up for a 7-day free trial and get access to 3,000 schools and 60,000 coaches across 30 NCAA sports for athletes looking to play at the next level. Be seen by being a part of the RR Elite Recruits family. Regular season rules apply. 15 minutes on the clock. And we will play Rhode Island High School varsity hockey. A full regular season ready to go. Puck down and we are underway. Moses Brown in the white with blue. East Greenwich in the maroon with the white numbers, and it is Alessandro Agarwal, O'Farrell, Ian McCormick, and Tyler Rose, the front 5 for Moses Brown. Cam Lucier is the goaltender in net tonight for the Quakers. For East Greenwich, and a stoppage of play right away on the icing call there for East Greenwich. They have Sonny Arsenault out there along with the 17 of Charlie Gaffney, the 2 of Cam Warner, say the 9 of Cam Gaffey, and the 11 of Colin Walsh. 14:34 left to go here in the first, just underway. Thank you for tuning in this evening on Fans Only Sports Network. Today's game brought to you by Manny's Sports and RREliteRecruits.com. Offside will be the call, and another stoppage of play. 14:21. Line changes already for both sides. Moses Brown going to their third line already with Feldman, Wilson, London, Baldwin, Agarwal. That's Rowan Agarwal out there on that third line for the Quakers, and Agarwal actually heads to the bench. So a switch. And a little bit of the fourth line as Kyle Bethune comes out. That is Bethune with it, and then he shovels that one up along the side boards, trying to get it there if he can, onto the stick of the number 21. That's Jackson Travers. Travers now works with it here in the corner. That one sent back in. It's Matt McKenzie for the Avengers, and he sends that one deep into the corner. McKenzie now back here again at center. McKenzie trying to work through and get a shot. He cannot. And a defensive stop for the Quakers as they try to sweep that one outside of the zone. They do. It will be shuffled all the way down as the Quakers will make a line change, and that was Ethan Garneau. 13 and change left to play here in the first period. That one's going to come all the way down, can be easily picked up behind the cage by the 19 of Tyler Rose. Cycled back in by P.J. Casey for the Avengers. Comes to the blue line for Arsenault. Arsenault kicks that one back in. Lucier had a thought on it for a second and then watched it horseshoe around the backside boards. And Lucier making a save on the attempt that came in off of Gaffney, and first save of the evening for Lucier. .13:08 left here. No score. On opening night, we saw the Moses Brown Quakers during preseason and had a good tilt against the Natick Redhawks. Now looking to settle themselves in, see if they can level up from last year. A difficult season, as that one's going to pop up and out of play. Good attempt there coming from Alessandro. They show the clock officially showing 12:38 left to go. And we'll adjust to meet. O'Farrell takes the face-off here. Won by the Quakers. Comes back for Alessandro. Alessandro pokes that one across the mouth of the goal. And it goes wide of everything. Comes back again. Alessandro chasing that into the corner along with the 17 of Bethune. Or my apologies, that may have actually been the 12 of O'Farrell, and it was. Along with the 7 of Aiden Agarwal. That one comes back for Peter Dorley for the Avengers. Dorley sends that across to Casey. They try to carry that one up for Sabo. It is taken off of the play by the 14 of Max Travers, and Travers will carry that one across the length of the ice. BJ Casey tracking all the way into the zone offensively is O'Farrell. O'Farrell takes a tumble to the boards, takes an Avengers player out with him, who may have hit his head on the side. That's the 15 of Peter Dorley, and Dorley slow to get back to the bench. We play on 11:35 left to go here in the first, as we do our best to bring you the shot of players hitting the boards directly in front of our broadcast position. A tight spacing here at Lynch Ice Arena. A broken stick carried for a moment by the referee, and he will continue to carry it as that one is shot in, and another save made by Lucier, and coming out of it will be the Quakers. They will dump that down and going for a line change, bringing back on the top line with Alessandro and Agarwal. Both Agarwals out there currently. And then sent all the way across, and then that one is fired again and then punched to the boards. And we apologize for some of the technology. We're doing our best to make sure that we can sort that out. We also know that there has been some technical issues with YouTube in the past day, and that has caused some problems, and that is out of our control though. But we are working this to the best of our advantage. It's 10:08 officially left to go here in the first period, and we'll adjust our clock as is to the game clock. Which will now read 9:45 left to go. East Greenwich shuffles that one around the backside boards. And can be carried down, sent in by Arsenault. Will be carried back out once again on the stick defensively for Moses Brown. It's the 19 of Tyler Rose. To the opposite 19 of Matt McKenzie as he fires one. Lucier has to stick that one aside. McCormick works that one to the center, carrying through for Mandami. Gabriel Mandami, a junior, one of the returners, and a stalwart player of this Moses Brown team last season. Continued on here. Both sides having made line changes, and punching that one forward is Agarwal. And then Agarwal gets in a little tie-up there with the 9 of Cam Gaffney. 8 and change left to go here in the first period. Right in front, and Lucier has to make a save. And again, we apologize for the technical difficulties, as we know that there's been some issues at hand with streams to YouTube in the last day, and we seem to be suffering the bug of that issue here in Pawtucket tonight. We're working on the best on our end to be able to fix this issue for you, and hopefully we can figure out what we might be able to adjust within our broadcast to be able to help this one out. As that one is shot and a save made on the opposite side. That's the 35 of Cole Barron in net. 7 and change left to go here in the first period. No score between these two sides in what has been a pretty defensive battle so far with inside of this first. And another stoppage of play at 7 minutes even left to go. Face off there, won by Garneau. Kicks it to the sideboards, carries that around again. That's scooped up by McCormick, tries to work that through, gets left with it there after a huge hit. McKenzie fires one in, it goes! Lucier thought he had it, and instead it squirts through, and Matt McKenzie has the first goal of the season for the East Greenwich Avengers. And with 6:46 left to go in the first, and the Avengers solve the Moses Brown defense and Cam Lucier and put one to the board. This one is sent rink wide, and then trying to send one rink length. Alessandro working there in the middle along with the 17 of Kyle Bethune. Tracking back with it here is Owen O'Farrell. O'Farrell works through the middle. Drops that one back for Travers. Again, a shot that came through, that time off of Cam Gaffney, and Lucier makes a save. 5 and change to go. Today's first period has been brought to you by Manny's Sports, 1725 Mendon Road in Cumberland, Rhode Island, your hockey headquarters. Visit mannysports.com for more information, and by our elite recruits with access to 3,000 schools and 60,000 coaches across 38 NCAA sports. For athletes looking to play at the next level, be a part of the nation's #1 recruiting service, rreliterecruits.com. Visit www.rreliterecruits.com to sign up for a 7-day free trial today. Matt McKenzie, 1 goal on the board just about a minute and a half ago. Puts the East Greenwich Avengers ahead 1-0 in this first period of action. That is McKenzie with the puck as he dances with it behind the backside boards. Coming back out around, looking for a slot pass in the middle. Can't find anyone. Instead, gets it across to Warner. Warner fires one from the point. That just hit a bunch of Moses Brown defenders and bounced away. Controlled in the corner again. McCormick trying to get it out. He does. We'll get that one forward for Cole Wilson. Wilson will dump that down as the Quakers will try to make a line change with 4:34 left to go here in the first. All the way down once again, tapped back at the blue line by McCormick as they try to keep the Avengers outside of the zone. A tumble to the ice between 15 and 16. That is the 15 of Peter Dorley and the 16 of Gabriel Mamdani. As they kick it along the backside, comes out onto the stick of Jackson Travers. Travers works this one through, bothered by 2 red jerseys. Somehow dumped one off for Garneau, who took a shot that was saved by Barron. And then a second attempt came flying out offensively for the Avengers on the stick of Corey Sabo. For Garneau to carry that one through the neutral zone to the blue line, left it sitting as Alessandro was trying to get to it. Goes all the way down off the backside boards again, comes back out, and will be stopped by Lucier with 3:23 left to go in the first. And a little chatting going on between the Quakers and the Avengers. Not to be confused with the Marvel Universe Avengers. To the edge for Aiden Agarwal to send that one back. Carries with it through the neutral zone. Agarwal trying to nutmeg an Avenger and then finally laying a shoulder into that of Charlie Gaffney and takes him to the ice. And a shot attempt that goes in. Alessandro's standing right there, and Barron makes the save with just a shade. Aiden Agarwal right there on the doorstep as well, too. Alessandro and Agarwal, 2 of the 3 captains on this team. Alessandro, the junior from Barrington, Rhode Island. Aiden Agarwal, a junior from Barrington, Rhode Island. Playing that top line with Owen O'Farrell from North Kingstown. That one goes high and wide over the top of Barron. Came flying there off the stick of Baldwin. Everett Baldwin, a freshman from Rumford, Rhode Island, getting his first time on the ice this evening. 2.5 left to go here in the first. 2 sides pretty evenly matched to how they were last season. Obviously, both sides looking to improve on what happened in the abbreviated 2021 COVID-19 season. And that one goes flying in, and Barron makes the save, and a little extracurriculars after the play. And some of the East Greenwich Avengers did not take a liking to Owen O'Farrell, the junior from North Kingstown, Rhode Island, in the number 12 in white for Moses Brown. There'll be 2:09 left to go here in the first. The one goal on the board coming from Matt McKenzie about midway, a little over midway through this first period. The late slate of the games to start opening weekend here in the Ocean State for high school hockey. We hope that you've been enjoying all of the action on Fans Only Sports Network. We hope that you bought your home ice season pass and you're accessing all of the games that are being broadcast by the network. If you have not bought your home ice season pass yet, you can do so by going to Fans Only Sports. That's Fans Only, SPRTZ.ticketspice.com/HS Hockey for more information. If you bought a single game ticket for tonight's game to view this one, we hope that you are enjoying what you are seeing and that you may perhaps want to buy a season pass and join us for the remainder of the games across the course of this season. We will have roughly about 60 to 70 games broadcast by the time we hit March and the state playoffs. In earnest, it can be more than that depending on how the schedule goes. We had one literally today that just got added to the broadcast schedule, so that is, keep your eyes on Instagram and Twitter at FO Sports. That's at FOSPORTZ. Always for more information, and you can visit us online, www.fansonlysports. That's fansonlysportz.com. Barron has to shepherd one away, and then a whistle and a stoppage of play, and it looks like the net may be slightly off its moorings. It is. And so we get a stoppage of play with 1:09 left to go here in the first. And we'll get a face-off to Barron's left with that 1:09 left to go. Dumped down. Horseshoe around the backside boards by the Avengers, trying to get on an outlet pass here. Fired, and a save made by Lucier. He took it to the side. That was Matt McKenzie, who has one on the score sheet, looking for a second tonight. McKenzie's going to pick this one back up at the blue line. Sends that one in, has no one with him. It hit a glove that looks to be down on the backside, and then now gets flicked up again. That's Nick Piscalis trying to dance with it there. And then again from the outside was McKenzie. In the final 30 seconds to go here of a fervently played first period. Coming for Moses Brown is Bethune. Bethune dumped that one across. Little tap play with the 14 of Travers. And it goes to the backside boards. East Greenwich will come out with it. They will dump down, make a line change as well, and maybe let this one just settle. It will be picked up behind the Moses Brown cage, shepherded to the side boards, and Bethune will hold it as the first period horn will sound. So one period gone in the books, and the Moses Brown Quakers on the heels. As the goal from Matt McKenzie, about 7 and change into the first, the lone goal on the board. ACHA college hockey action on Fans Only Sports Network tomorrow, 3:30 p.m. Eastern Time, as the University of Rhode Island Rams complete the weekend series against the New York University Violet. Game time for 3:30 p.m. Eastern Time. A little bit of a difference for them on Saturdays. Normally a 4 o'clock face-off, so a little bit earlier. And, of course, a slate of Rhode Island high school hockey games as well tomorrow. Smithfield taking on an out-of-state battle against Malden Catholic. That game starts 2 p.m. Eastern Time right here on Fans Only Sports Network. Second period action about to get underway as both teams skate back to the ice. Just the minor break during the first and second periods. They'll resurface the ice during the second and third, so we'll put 15 minutes back on the clock, and we'll go with second period action, and we are underway. Moses Brown in the white with the blue trim. And then it is the East Greenwich Avengers in the maroon with the white trim to it, and a bit of black trim as well too. Worked along the backside. Now out to the blue line here for Gaffney. Gaffney got tied up, is able to get that one through to Colin Walsh. Walsh takes that around the backside boards. He has Cam Warner out there with him. And a whistle and a stoppage of play. And we're going to get a penalty for the first time this evening. And it's going to be called against Moses Brown. And it's going to be the number 5 of Ian McCormick, the senior defender from Uxbridge, Massachusetts. And he heads to the box for 2 in the first time this evening for a Moses Brown penalty. .14:09 left remaining here in the second, just underway in the first minute of it. 1:50 now remaining in the man advantage as East Greenwich tries to go for 2 here, and then firing that one through was McKenzie, and Lucier makes a save. Moses Brown trying to kick this one out of the zone if they can. They have the 8 of Ethan Garneau patrolling the center along with the 16 of Gabriel Mamdani. 4 is Gunnar London. And my apologies, that's actually the 14 of Max Travers who's out there. .105 left to go in the man advantage. Down on the backside boards for Arsenault. Arsenault sends that one out to the top. A little tic-tac-toe pass for Warner, right in front again for Arsenault, and it went up off of Lucier, hit the glass behind him, and then came back down into his catching glove, and he will make the stoppage of play. 54 seconds remaining on the man advantage. And Moses Brown will switch their penalty kill unit. They go with Wilson and Travers, along with Rowan Agarwal. And the 23, I believe that is of Everett Baldwin that's out there, and that is right across, and an opportunity there from Corey Sabo, and a blocker pad save made there by Lucier. 22 seconds left remaining in the man advantage. Gaffney works that one across the center, trying to fire again as Sabo from the same point, and Lucier makes the same save again. Right back in front, and Lucier a third save, and Lucier takes an offense to Sabo standing on top of his crease and dumps him into the net. Cam Lucier, one of those goaltenders who will play with no chill. You get in his way, he will take you out, as he just did right there. The referee has a little chat with him and just says, hey, we know he was in your face, but chill. With 12:13 left to go in the period and 4 seconds left remaining on the man advantage. They send Chase Pascalis out there, and actually they're going to switch around. And this one is sent back into the corner. To the edge again, fired in, and the penalty is expired. And Lucier comes up with 3 huge saves in a row there, as Chase Pascalis was trying to fire from left, right, and center, pretty much to what Corey Sabo was doing on the last shift. Moses Brown needs to clear the zone. They do. Alessandro, he's dumped down, no call. And that will get a rise from the Moses Brown faithful. 2 on 2, 2 on 3, no offsides called. Spinning with it and losing the puck, actually, was the 12. That's Matt Madden. Working with it in the corner now is Gaffney. Gaffney has to poke that one free. Gets it back for Warner. Warner will dump that through for Gaffney again. Gaffney tries to spin, comes all the way back across, facing the wrong direction as Arsenault. Delayed penalty. Lucier makes a save. Little extracurriculars after the play. And we might get multiple people sent to the box, and we'll see how this one gets all sorted out. We're going to go 5 aside when it's all said, or it's going to be 5 on 4 actually. It's Tyler Rose going to the box for Moses Brown, along with the 14 of Max Travers. There is an East Greenwich player in the box. That is the number 11 of Colin Walsh. And so we're going to go 5 on 4s. There's going to be coincidental minors for roughing / unsportsmanlike conduct. And then the initial penalty that was going to get called. We do not have the benefit of being able to see the referee's signals, so we can't exactly tell you what that penalty was. But we're going to go 5 on 4 either way. It's going to put East Greenwich on a power play for the second time this evening with 10:53 left to go here in the second. And was there a timeout called? No, there was not. I think just the Moses Brown coaching staff, and so too maybe the East Greenwich coaching staff, wanting a bit of an explanation to the whole situation of calls. And both Dave Antonelli and Don Dunwoody seem to be content with the referee's explanations, and so we continue on play. Moses Brown tried to work that one out of the zone. Goes only as far as the blue line, gets dumped all the way back in. Pushing hard along the backside board there is Baldwin, as he works alongside with Rowan Agarwal. Lucier has to make another save again, as trying to crash the net looked to be McKenzie. 10:20 left to go here in the second. We thank you for tuning in this evening on Fans Only Sports Network. Today's second period action brought to you by Manny Sports, your hockey headquarters at 1725 Menden Road in Cumberland, Rhode Island. Visit www.mannysports.com for more information, and by our elite recruits with access to 3,000 schools and 60,000 coaches across 38 NCAA sports. Visit www.oureliterecruits.com for more information and to sign up for your 7-day free trial today. A big hit on the boards there as McKenzie got pushed in and taken off of the play, and that was Rowan Agarwal. Again to the middle. That one deflects up off of the stick of Agarwal, and that one hit the glass, so not out of play. They come back again, trying to fire one more time. Was Gaffney, and then Lucier kind of just shepherded that one to the side. Across out of the blue line area, so they will have to track back and recollect as Warner. Otherwise, they would have been called for the offsides. Warner sends that one across for Arsenault. Back again for a second goal by Matt McKenzie. And it's 2-0 Avengers as McKenzie nets his second of the night. A power play goal with about 20 seconds remaining on the man advantage. .9:13 left to go here in this second period. And Moses Brown trying to answer right away, and it kicks into the goal! Owen O'Farrell had the initial shot, and it's Alessandro with the tip. And it's a Moses Brown goal, and they put themselves on the board for the first time this season and cut this into half at 2-1. So 2-1, and they officially have 9:02 on the clock. Of course, our clock is not tied to the stadium clock, so while our trigger finger might be a little bit quicker than the stadium's scorekeeper is, they do officially call it by what the arena clock says, and so we sometimes have to adjust to match so that we can give you the most accurate time. Face-off coming at center ice here as Moses Brown will make a minor line change. Gaffney against O'Farrell. O'Farrell gets the win. O'Farrell tries to shoot one across the net, and he was looking for Alessandro on the backside again, just the way they teamed up for the first goal of the evening for the Quakers. Third goal overall in the game as the Quakers trailed 2-0. They now trail 2-1 with 8.5 left to go here in the second. Big hit again on the side right in front of the Moses Brown student section, and an pass through. Where is it? Lucier has it. Arsenault had it for a second. Gaffney had it for a second. They were going back and forth, and somehow, some way, it ended up inside of the knee pad area of Cam Lucier's leg pads. And a stoppage of play and a face-off to his left with 8:20 left to go here in the first. Puck dropped. Face-off won by the Quakers. Carrying it quickly with open space. Firing one. Save made by Barron was Jackson Travers' shot attempt. Well, the offense has opened up here for the Quakers all of a sudden, whether it was a line change shift or a formation shift. But all of a sudden, in the back half of this second period, Moses Brown has come on fire. They've already solved Barron once, and they'll see if they can solve him again here and bring this game back to level. 8 minutes left to go here in the second. We will get the long intermission after the second period of play when they will resurface the ice. This is the pour of Chase Pascalis. Down in the corner for EG, coming out of here is Baldwin. Baldwin dances that one across the line, offside called, and doing push-ups on the ice was Owen O'Farrell. I guess that's a way to just spin off that you fell. Start doing push-ups on the ice. I lost an edge. I went to the ice. Now I'm just going to do push-ups. Owen O'Farrell, always a character on this Moses Brown team, and the junior from North Kingstown, Rhode Island, of course, one of the top players on this team. That's why he plays on that top line with Hank Alessandro and Aiden Agarwal. Ian McCormick and Tyler Rose, the two seniors, are part of that defensive pairing in line one. You'll hear their names a lot throughout this season. A few new faces to this Moses Brown team is the 15 of Cole Wilson, the freshman from Barrington, along with the 13 of Rory Merritt, the freshman from Providence, Rhode Island. Those are on the forward side. Jackson Travers, the freshman from Bristol, Rhode Island, also on the forward side. Defenseman, freshman number 23, Everett Baldwin from Rumford, Rhode Island. And Kyle Bethune, number 17, a freshman from Cranston, Rhode Island. And those are the newest members of this Moses Brown Quakers side. A lot of familiar names, of course, from last season, with Alessandro Agarwal, O'Farrell, Garneau, Mamdani, who ironically are all juniors, along with the sophomores of Seth Feldman and Gunnar London. The lone senior on the forward side of the line is Finn Sargent, who wears the number 10 from Providence, Rhode Island. That one comes right across and a goal! A tip shot, and it's the number 10 of Corey Sabo. He gets his first of the evening, and it's back to a 2-goal lead at 3-1. An assist to Matt McKenzie, who along with his 2 goals now adds an assist, and Matt McKenzie is having a night, and through the first period and a half is trying to put his name to vote as McKenzie fires one there, saved by Lucier. And McKenzie is trying to put his vote to player of the game right away in the first half of the game. 6 and change left to go here in the second period. And how quickly, as Moses Brown seemed to be firing on all cylinders, can get pulled back down to earth. And so too could Moses Brown be able to do the same to EG, as Barron saves that one on a long rink-wide attempt. One difference of this season versus last season is the number of people allowed into the arena in Lynch Ice Arena here in Pawtucket, Rhode Island, back to a boisterous place as the Moses Brown student section back in effect and being very loud on the opposite side to our broadcast left. 5.5 left to go here in the second as they continue to cycle that one around the backside boards. 3 Quakers fighting against just 1, now actually 2 Avengers, and it pops right back out on the front. No Avenger there, and Alessandro can clear the zone and allow Moses Brown to reset. EG did not decide to make a line change on that one, instead sends it all the way down outside of the touch of anyone else, and it will be icing. And they will take it down in front of Cole Barron's net to his right with 5:08 to go. Ian McCormick and Tyler Rose we apologize for a technical difficulty, and we're going to try to get this one worked out for you here. A little bit of a system error occurring. 3:39 left to go here in the second period of action. We welcome you back and we apologize for a bit of technical difficulties. And it's 4-2 East Greenwich here in the third period of action. And we have put this one on a special place. We know that those of you who have bought the high school hockey season pass had access to this game. We had a technical difficulty occur, and in doing so, it sort of took down that initial stream. When we tried to come back under it, we ran into another technical difficulty as well. And so what we've done is restarted this game as we are here at the beginning of the third period, and we've just put this one out there for all the Moses Brown and East Greenwich fans to be able to see. We invite you to please go and let everybody know where they can be able to see the third period of this game. We apologize for the technical difficulties, all being new things for the hockey season, new things for us as well, and we will try to get the bugs and the gremlins, as they call them, out of the system before the next game. It is 4-2 East Greenwich over the Moses Brown Quakers as we start the third period of action here on Fans Only Sports Network. Moses Brown in the white jerseys with blue trim, East Greenwich in the crimson jerseys. And Moses Brown working left to right on your broadcast screen as they try to take that one down. Coming right back in front, and a shot attempt there came off of the stick of Jackson Travers. Carried back down in front. And this one sent back into the neutral zone here. Line changes by both sides as they continue to work forward. East Greenwich cycling with that one back behind. Turnover right out in front. Tic-tac-toe goal! Hank Alessandro from Aiden Agarwal. It's 4-3. And this is Moses Brown, as we've seen. They have flashes of brilliance that come up at times in the game that we did last year, of course, against Bishop Hendricken. Moses Brown back and forth against that Hendricken team, ended up 6-5. 6-5 Moses Brown in overtime is here again, and firing one. A save made there by Barron, as that one came flying off the stick of O'Farrell. And O'Farrell trots to the circle now. Face off here, won by the Quakers, and trying to spin with that one was Agarwal. Got dispossessed of the puck, comes all the way down. This one will be icing called, and they will send it the other way. No changes for both sides. O'Farrell goes back to the dot. We do it again. Circling around the backside boards. And all the way again off the sideboards once more. And they will touch that one up for icing. And we will go back to the same spot for the third time in a span of 30 seconds and do this one more time. And it will be Owen O'Farrell to the net again. O'Farrell wins that one for a moment, goes up into the East Greenwich bench comes down. And we'll get a face-off, and this one will come in the center ice area in the neutral zone. Just actually, they're going to bring it back to the circle. So to the fourth time we go. Though with the line changes, this will be Gabriel Mamdani to the face-off circle. 12 and change. Cycling down McKenzie here, and he lost the puck, and that one goes back. Kicked around by Sabo. Works it to the outside. Trying to go in. Lucier kicks that one away. Comes all the way back out into the neutral zone area. And we apologize for the technical difficulties this evening, and we know that we lost signal during the second period, and there's a attempt on Lucier, and that one is a save made and takes the net off of the moorings as well. Technical difficulties caused us to lose signal during the second period of play. We apologize for that, and we've tried to do what we can to get this one back to you here in what will be an exciting third period for 3 Moses Brown. 11 minutes left to go here in the period. Alessandro tracks that one all the way down, but it's kicked away by the 17 of Gaffney. For the 7 of Sonny Arsenault. Arsenault to the opposite side. Warner sends that one rink wide. Hits off the sideboards. Comes all the way down. They will say icing to be the call, as Gaffney was trying to charge there and cause difference to it, but could not get the referees to avail. 10:41 officially left to go on the clock here in this third period. Face-off won by the Avengers. Warner flicks that one all the way along the sideboards. It's stopped at center ice. The 19 of Tyler Rose. Back into the backside boards. Rose fighting for it there with the 11 of Colin Walsh. Spun around right in the center, firing one right over top of the crossbar area was Cam Gaffney. East Greenwich still trying to pressure the situation as Lucier slides to the side of his net and makes a save. For 3 Avengers leading over the Quakers. 5 minutes gone by here in this third period of action. Tonight's third period is brought to you by Manny's Sports, your hockey headquarters. Visit www.mannysports.com for more information. Located at 1725 Mendon Road in Cumberland, Rhode Island. And by rreliterecruits.com with access to 3,000 schools and 60,000 coaches across 30 NCAA sports. For athletes looking to play at the next level, be seen by being a part of the RR Elite Recruits family. Visit www.rreliterecruits.com for more information. The 23 of Everett Baldwin cycles that one for the Quakers to the opposite side for Jackson Travers. Travers sent that one across the mouth of the net of Barron, and then a bouncing puck again lands for that of Travers to try to turn it, but he could not. McKenzie, who has 2 goals and an assist for East Greenwich, sends that one down the opposite direction. He is taken off of the puck there by Travers. That's Max Travers, the junior. And he sends that one all the way down. Cycling with it along the backside boards. Coming out is Bethune. With 9 left to go here in the third period in a 2-on-1 odd man rush. Save made by Lucier. And probably the biggest save of the game. And in all of that as well, some fisticuffs between both the Moses Brown and East Greenwich players after the whistle, and still some chirping going on. And I think we're going to have a couple of people thrown to the penalty box as well. And the East Greenwich coaching staff having some words for the referees, and so too the Moses Brown coaching staff, and now the referees having words with each other as well. And they're going to say nothing doing. Nobody goes to the box. 8:45 left to go for Three Avengers. To the edge boards, that one will be kicked around along the back side by Rose. Set out for the 7 of Agarwal. Onto the stick of the 12 of O'Farrell, and O'Farrell is sticked aside by Barron and net for the Avengers, who then shepherds that around the horseshoe of the backside boards and out to the neutral zone. Moses Brown will send that one back in. It will evade everyone. They will call icing, and we will get a stoppage of play and line changes for both sides with 8 minutes remaining. Our next broadcast tomorrow, 2 p.m. Eastern Time. Smithfield Sentinels taking on Malden Catholic. You can catch that game right here on Fans Only Sports Network. 2 p.m. Eastern Time. Part of a slate of games in Rhode Island on opening weekend of the 2021-2022 high school hockey season. And we have done our best to get this underway under a new platform, and a few little hiccups as is sometimes when launching something new. And coming down the other way, firing one shot, it went in, is Colin Walsh. It's a 5th goal for the Avengers, first of the season for Colin Walsh. And it's back to a 2-goal lead at 5-3. .734 left here in the third. And a mountain to climb once again for the Quakers. Arm goes up, whistle gets blown, penalty will be called. And it's going to be East Greenwich to the box. The number 18 of PJ Casey guilty of elbowing, and a 2-minute power play for the Quakers, who desperately need to find the back of the net here with 7:26 left to go and trailing by 2. Face off here, won by the Avengers, will track back Baldwin along with Rowan Agarwal. And that one will be dumped in. Icing will be the call. .708 officially remaining as a face-off coming up to Lucier's right. for the Quakers to try to exit this one on the power play. O'Farrell inside, offside called. Quakers trying to expedite the pace, needing two and a little too fast. .128 remaining on the man advantage. 6:52 left here in the third period. Opening weekend of the Rhode Island High School hockey season here on Fans Only Sports Network. Again, we apologize for the technical difficulties that happened earlier during the second period. We hope that you have bared with us, and we hope that you'll forgive us for the issue that occurred. Is right out in front, poking one, and Barron makes a save, and the net may have come off of its moorings a slight bit as well, too. I know Farrell having a chat with the referees, or maybe just chirping at a Moses Brown teammate and or an EG defender. 57 left to go on the man advantage. Face-off won by the Avengers, carried out of the zone by the 11 of Colin Walsh. And Walsh sends one that gets flicked up into the netting behind Lucier. May have gone up off of the stick of Everett Baldwin. So out of play and a stoppage of play, 43 seconds left on the advantage, and 6:07 left to go here in the third period. Face-off won by Moses Brown. They tried to make a dump and run on it. Instead, running back for it is Charlie Gaffney for the Avengers. Carrying it out again along the side boards was Walsh, and Walsh dumped into O'Farrell, who took a hard hit and went down to the ice, and he has gone off onto the bench in a bit of a bother. And will be looked at by the Moses Brown training staff. 10 seconds left to go here. And the man advantage trying to keep one in is Aiden Agarwal. He cannot. Puck flicks all the way back to the defensive blue line. Stoppage of play with 5:25 left to go. And the power play will expire on the drop of the puck. They're going to call a tripping call. Was it against EG or was it against Moses? It is against Moses Brown. It is Agarwal who is guilty of the trip. That is Rowan Agarwal, the sophomore. So that will negate the remaining 1 second of power play time. Timeout has been called by East Greenwich with 5:25 left to go here in the third period. So after the timeout here, called by East Greenwich, 5:25 left to go here in the third period. Avengers leading 5-3. And a 2-minute penalty for tripping. And the puck dropped and the 1 second expires, and now it is a power play for the Avengers for the next minute and 49. Sending one in there was the 9 of Gaffney. Trying to turn it was Colin Walsh, who scored the last goal for the Avengers. Gaffney cycles this one all the way back with speed, shot, score! Cam Gaffney. And it's a 6-3 lead for the Avengers, their largest of the game, at 3 goals with 4 and change left to play. A game that looked like it could have been close at times, all of a sudden comes out to be East Greenwich flying away here in the back end of this third period. As we take a look forward at the schedule here over the course of this opening weekend, as Barron has to make a save there and then looks at the referees saying, "What are you doing for stopping the play? I was going to move that along." West Warwick, Exeter, West Greenwich, Mount Hope. The last game on the schedule tonight. That game taking place at the West Warwick Civic Center. Also available here on Fans Only Sports Network. If you have the home ice season pass, you can be able to view that game tomorrow as Smithfield takes on Malden Catholic, 2 p.m. Eastern Time. Barrington opens up their home season against the LaSalle Academy Rams. North Kingstown opens their home season against Cranston West. That game's slated for 6:30 p.m., excuse me. Lincoln against Coventry, Pontigansett, and South Kingstown. East Greenwich will open up their home season against Burrillville. And the closing game of the day, North Smithfield against PSW, a 9 p.m. faceoff from the 146 Ice Arena. And now an actual fight has broken out in the corner between the East Greenwich and Moses Brown players, and Agarwal. Some words for the refs, and Alessandro getting handled by the referees. And Alessandro is going to go to the box. And they're going to say 2 minutes for roughing to Alessandro. No penalties put up for EG. And Moses Brown head coach Dave Antonelli is right there at the edge of the boards having a chat with the referees, and he wants to know how in the world they get away with just Alessandro the 2 minutes for roughing. .354 officially on the clock. A 6-3 Avengers lead. Games coming up on week 2. West Warwick, Exeter, West Greenwich takes on Ponagansett. Cranston West opening their home season against North Smithfield at Vets. EG will be home against LaSalle at the West Warwick Civic Center. Hendricken finally opens up their season against these Moses Brown Quakers. That will be at Bishop Hendricken at their arena. And PSW taking on Portsmouth from right here at Lynch Ice Arena. And that Hendricken Moses Brown game last year was quite a classic. We'll see if we get another one this time around. Those teams will meet twice during the regular season. Offside is the call, delayed offsides, and then they're going to call a penalty. And he's going to go into the box. It's going to be 2 minutes for roughing, and an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty likely assessed, I think was assessed as well, with 2:43 left in the game. Really does not do much in terms of this one unless Moses Brown can pull off something insane. As they just skated a second East Greenwich player to the box, and timeout called by Moses Brown. .63 left to go. 2:44 left to go. 6-3 the scoreline. And if you happen to hear that, and I think we'll get a chuckle about it up here in the booth, during the timeout, Cam Warner in the East Greenwich box and Henry Alessandro in the Moses Brown box were having a bit of a chat between each other to what the referee called or what went on or something of the sort. Either way, all things being, and it's actually a power play as now more fisticuffs occur. And discussions being had. It is 5-on-4. It is a power play for Moses Brown with 2:19 left to go here. And the Quakers trailing 6-3. This one's going to come all the way down. McKenzie's trying to chase for it. Gets one on an empty net goal. McKenzie nets a hat trick. And it's an empty net goal. It's 7-3 Avengers. And they will put Lucier back in net. There we go, 4-on-4. The coincidental minors stand. Alessandro is out of the box, and it's now a power play for the Quakers for the last minute that they will have of it, and then about a 40-second difference between the game clock and the penalty clock. Alessandro dances with one through the zone, fires one on, save made by Barron. Comes back out to the point again. That one was fired in. Aim off the stick of the 19 there. Oh, Tyler Rose all the way down. No icing called. Continues the play in the final minute to go. Alessandro trying to cycle one in. He gets pushed out. Back to the point again. Rose looking, fires one. Barron save. Alessandro goes wide. All the way back down. No icing. Moses Brown on the power play. Again fired one, and the penalty expires, and 40 seconds left to go in the game with East Greenwich comfortably in the lead 7-3. Cycled back into the neutral zone. Avengers do not need to do anything more, as Sean Picard will work that one around to the 18 of PJ Casey. Will dance with it through the neutral zone. Dumps it around the backside boards. A shot attempt from the blue line by Picard. The horn will sound. That will do it. And the East Greenwich Avengers have opened the season with a 7-3 victory over the Moses Brown Quakers. And the two teams will now cross center ice and have to exchange pleasantries after a hard-fought game between both sides. And Moses Brown, while they look like they had flashes of brilliance at times, may still have some work to do. A young team on a young season, just game one of the season. East Greenwich, on the other hand, seemed to be clicking on all cylinders right from the get-go. And it was the number 19 of Matt McKenzie with a hat trick tonight, and McKenzie as our Fans Only Sports Network player of the game for tonight. For more information on following the high school hockey season, check out Fans Only Sports. That's fansonlysprtz.com. Check us out on Instagram and Twitter at FO Sports. That's at FOSPORTZ. And of course, check out our hockey Instagram and Twitter. That's at ri.hockey. Back up and running for the 21-22 season. For Jake Robert, I'm Matt Gillis. Thank you so much for tuning in this evening. We once again apologize for technical difficulties on game one of the season as we try to work out all of the bugs and gremlins in the system. We look forward to having a smoother and better broadcast for you in week two. We hope that you stay with us. Until then, stay safe, stay warm, and have a good night.